Are your cinematics garbage? Are you struggling with getting smooth camera movements? Has the wife left you and taken the kids? Well, have no fear. Dollycam is here. Hi, Phil Drift here for Dollycam, the go-to source for perfect cinematics that can instantly fix, smooth, and straighten your awful recordings. Dollycam's patent-pending formula of Bezier curves and quick hotkeys ensures that your cinematics come out perfect every single time.
Firstly, make sure you have Bakkesmod installed. Just download it from the site and run the setup. Once you've got that, the process for Dollycam is fairly simple. In the replay, before anything else, it's important that you're in Flycam while setting the points. First thing, I type exec Dollycam in the console. This actually activates the Dollycam plugin. From there, I can just start placing markers, either with the up arrow on the D-pad, or if you're using a keyboard, the 5 on the numpad. These markers note your camera's position, rotation, and field of view at the point that you set it. When setting points, I go through and make these little micro adjustments with the camera. It's a little awkward at first, but over time you can definitely refine your technique a bit more. Once you have a path you're happy with, press 1 on the numpad. This activates the path. And now, when I play forward, the camera locks to the path I have set. When setting points, you should definitely have the path deactivated, which is 2 on the numpad. You can just run into some issues like not being able to change the field of view otherwise. And now when I play it back, you can see it's kind of jumping around at each point. That's because the camera is following the raw linear movement we've set. To fix this, press P on the keyboard. This smooths out the set path. Not to get too much into it, but there are some different smoothing types. If you want more info about this, I'd recommend checking out the Bakkesmod Discord. But basically, the 2 prominent types of interpolation are the default one, Bezier, and Catmull, which you can activate with this command. There's also a third experimental mode that I personally never used called Spline, which is a bit of a mix between linear movement and Bezier. This requires a separate download of an unstable build. It's been getting really popular recently. That's how people like Linksy get these really fast and slightly smooth camera movements. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan, but I know plenty of people like it for their style. I've only ever used the default Bezier smoothing. Unless you have a specific idea in mind, that one is more than fine. From there, pressing O on the keyboard turns the path invisible, and bada bing bada boom, we're done. Oh, and to clear the path, you have to type dolly_path_clear into the console. After I'm done recording, I import my footage into After Effects, select the clip I want, and press Ctrl-Alt-T. This enables time remapping on the clip. From there, I set points at the start and the end of the clip. Then I press F9 to easy ease those keyframes. Then, by clicking this button, I enter the graph editing mode, which gives me greater control of the keyframes themselves. I could make a whole video on just these graphs, so I'm going to hold off talking about it for now, but you can learn plenty by just experimenting with it and seeing how it affects the footage. When I was first learning, I'd go and watch other people's montages and then try to create the exact same shots they had, or at least the same feeling. And working off of a reference, I think is really useful because you actually have something to compare yourself to. And then from there, you can just take little bits that you do like and that you don't like and develop it into your own personal style. And that's about it for Dollycam. If you have any kind of questions, feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to help you out with it. If you guys have any other ideas or recommendations for tutorials or any kind of video you'd like me to make, feel free to leave that as well. And don't forget to subscribe because I want you to.